Hello everybody, hope you guys have been having a great day so far. For those who don't know me, hi, my name is Sage, and this is my little YouTube channel where I discuss everything here Jitsu. And just like any other artist out there, I love my OCs. And I'm pretty sure 99% of you out there also have your own OCs. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 unique things you can do with your OCs. Now, in the past, I know that some of these ideas can get a little bit repetitive, so all the ideas I'm going to show today are going to try to be as unique as possible, or if they have been mentioned in the past by other videos, I'm going to try to put my own spin onto them. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy this video, so let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Number 1. Create physical documents of your OCs. Now, this activity is great for those of you guys who have lots of lore to keep track of and don't want to forget the small details. Now, for the creation of these documents, you can either write them out by hand, or you can look up free printables online and just print them out. These documents can be quite literally anything. They can be certificates, such as your OC's birth certificate, their death certificate if you're one of those meaner creators that keep killing off your OCs, or a marriage certificate if your OCs are married. These documents can also come in the form of letters, such as love letters, breakup letters, a letter accepting them to their favorite college. Again, total creative freedom to this. Heck, you can even give them health records if that's something you're into. Number 2, interview your OCs. How would your OCs do during a job interview? Would the boss like them so much they would hire them on the spot? Or would they just tell them that you would give them a phone call only to never contact them again? This is a great way for those of you who want to gain traction online by posting about your OCs. And for those of you who your story is a bit more on the mystery side, why not try animating an interrogation video? Like in all of those police body cam videos? How about one of those but with your OCs? I've never seen this done before, so if you try it out, please tag me, I would love to see it. Number 3, create a playlist about your OCs. Now this is one of the more common ones that I mentioned earlier in the video, but this one is a little more specific. Now when artists mention making a playlist about your OCs, usually they just mean one giant 5-hour long playlist on Spotify with songs that resonate with their OCs. But if that's your type of style of handpicking songs with lyrics that you feel like fit your OCs, then that's totally okay. These are your OCs to enjoy. This is just for those of you who want to get a little more specific with your playlist. Now, a way you can do this are by making multiple playlists for different eras of your OC's life. Let's say, for example, your story starts off with your OC's childhood. Maybe you can make a playlist about that specific era filled with songs that reflect childhood. Now, let's say your OC has gone to that angsty point in their life. Now you can use this time to make a playlist that reflects their angst, which I know lots of you have mastered already. A couple artists I would recommend for adding songs for this playlist would be Jack Stauber and D2S1, because they have mastered this feeling of angst and sadness. And you guys know this because I've used a few of their songs on this channel. The Speedpaint you're watching right now is actually to the song Forgive Me by D2S1. You should definitely check it out if you haven't yet. As for these playlists, I actually have my own experience of making them. Before my school Chromebooks blocked Spotify, I had 3 playlists for the Deep Goo Sea Purge. The first one was more of the main playlist, as in it was just one giant playlist with a bunch of songs that made me think of the Deep Goo Sea Purge, mostly filled with songs with lyrics that reminded me of my characters, or songs of Arabic descent, because this story takes place in the Mediterranean. For the other 2 playlists, those ones were just focused on Lysander. For those of you who don't know, or just forgot, Lysander, which is this character right here, has bipolar disorder, specifically bipolar disorder 2. The first playlist, which was themed after his mania phase, was filled with songs that often captured that maniatic and hyperactive energy, mostly Vocaloid songs, because that is what I like listening to. The second playlist, which is themed after his depression phase, sounded exactly what it is. Songs that carried a depressive or vacant energy, mostly, again, Jack Stauber and D2S1. Can you tell I'm a fan of both of them? But again, this is just a suggestion for those of you guys who want to get a bit more organized with your playlists. Number 4, draw/write yourself in the story. If you were to put yourself in your OC story, what would you be? Would you be an all-powerful entity far away from your OCs in control of the universe? Or would you just be a simple medieval squire boy that happens to have all the energy in the universe? For some reason, I started to develop a liking of characters whose designs look so simple and they look so useless, but ended up having like the most S-tier powers of all time. My little brother is obsessed with Kirby, so he's got me a bit into the lore because he talks about it all the time to me. I did this activity by drawing myself as King Hydra's messenger as a self-insert because I've been doing it for years, you guys. It is so fun. And again, I took that approach of drawing myself as just a simple messenger, or what I like to call now my medieval squire boy method. So yeah, let me know in the comment who you would be in your OC's universe. And lastly, number 5, organize, organize, organize. And what I mean by organize is not just taking 10 minutes on your phone, going through your notes app, and reorganizing a few pieces of lore here and there. No, I want you to sit down, take a whole evening to just think and reorganize everything. Now, I know how it feels to be really excited about your lore, and get so excited that you start making AUs of your AU or your original story, and then you start adding new OCs or you started creating big decisions that change the story as a whole, and before you know it, you quite literally lost the plot. You become so lost and so into world building, adding new lore, or just making new characters that you've kind of just forgotten where you started. At least in my personal experience, sometimes I have so much fun writing little scenarios of the Hydra Bros as cute little toddlers that I'll start to forget that their childhood is supposed to be traumatic, and I'll start to become unmotivated to work on the real story. If you or a loved one are experiencing these symptoms, I recommend you create a times table. I mean timeline times table. This is a great way for those of you who have lost the plot, like as in you're kind of lost in your OC creations. I know for sure I was at a certain point. Like I was creating an entire story for season 2, like the future of the Deep Goo Sea Purge, even though we've barely reached episode 3. So yeah, I definitely recommend you get on that before you burn yourself out and stop creating stuff, because I want you to create stuff. And that, my friend, is 5 unique things you can do with your OCs. I'm really happy that I'm finally getting this video out. I've had this video idea for a while, and now I'm finally finished with it. By the way, guys, do you guys like the new mic? I feel like it sounds so much better. Like, I love it so much. I finally got it to work because I think I am the biggest dum-dum of all time. For like 3 days already, I was recording like this. Not as one fumbled this badly. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like content like this, maybe consider subscribing to become a Sagebrush Seed. I definitely recommend you go check out my Heroes of Fujitsu AU, the Deep Goo Sea Purge. I think you'll like it. Anyways, that's all for me for now, so thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!